Hello! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to day 40 of our Blueprints adventure. Last episode was really neat, and I have a little thing that I need to... Oh, hey, will you look at that? We got gems today. Well, I guess that means we can actually go right out there to begin with, right? Because I think... Correct me if I'm wrong... If I go to the treasure trove, it costs 1 gem. That's right. We, with the help of the blessing of the monk, have pulled the treasure trove outside of the house. And I am interested to see if that means I just get a guaranteed draft at it right now or what that means. But yeah, no. I'm excited. There it is. I would do schoolhouse today, but we're figuring out what the treasure trove outside is. Like, interest. Are you kidding me? I need a key. I mean, I should have expected that I needed a key for it, but, what the frick? Give me a second. This is not a normal trunk. This is not a normal keyhole either. Wait, isn't that the Arindia? Hang on, that's the Arindia, right? That's the Arindia sigil. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Got it. We might have to do this again in the future because... Holy cow, I don't know how we're going to get this open yet. Okay, so... Alright, well, if we get a key, I'll figure that out. I should have assumed that that would have needed a key, but, you know, if we're lucky and I can get some good steps today, we can do that. The other thing about today that I'd really like to try is I'd like to start trying to figure out the, some of the codes that we have that we need, or the code for the garden over there that we still need. I have something I'd like to attempt, which is Marion's birthday, seeing as that is a, you know, important enough number. Wow, that's nice. Okay, and straight, or yeah, we can do a core. Do I do courtyard? I guess we do a courtyard here, and then we hope for a straight on the other side here. And then that way, yeah, this can go corridor here. Save dining room for later, and let's start from the den, because it's got a gem for us. And what do we got? What do we got? Commissary goes hard right now. I'm like, commissary goes really hard. We've got 83 coins for the start of the day. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that went about as good as expected. You know, maybe we try and aim for one of the bigger money achievements, like, I don't know, maybe trying to buy out the showroom if it wants to show itself today. Hello, Angel of Death. How are you doing today? Good. I'm not dying today, sadly, so don't come for me. Yeah, that's still the same. I realized I had never checked that since the upgrade to see if there had been any changes to it, but nope. Alrighty, and God, that sucks. We want a straight piece. You know what? Unironically, hallway closet goes kind of hard here. We'll take that. Lucky rabbit foot and a rebate on the dice that we spent for it. Alright, not half bad. Let's go corridor first, seeing as courtyard's going to be probably our best way to head up. And parlor is nice, always gives us 2 gems if I'm good at it. Awesome. Alrighty, and the box next to this box is false. A box next to this box Excuse me, I just finished eating dinner because I'm recording this way later. Box next to this box is false. A box next to this box is true. Box next to this box contains the gems. So, if this is true, this box contains the gems. This is true. This then would also have to be... This would be false, which is perfectly fine in this instance. If this is incorrect, then it's this one that has the gems. And in that case, this is false. This is true. It's legitimately a 50-50, I think. Which kind of sucks, because I'm not sure. Box next to this box contains the gems. If you're true, you're false, because this is true. If this is false, this contains the gems, meaning that this is... Oh, that's a paradox, because a box next to this is true. This would be false here, but this would be true, so it can only be here, actually. At least I believe. Yeah. Had to think that one through a bit, because I realized I'm like, wait a minute, that's a paradox right there. Alright, let's see, what can we get? I mean, observatory is probably our best option out of these, just because I want to get more, but boudoirs boudoiringly, always. Plus, I mean, it's extra steps, extra gem, you know, the whole shebang shaboodle, you know, the whole 9 yards. Let's see here. Honestly, we take billiard room and accept that courtyard's gonna be blockaded. It's either that or a spare green room and just make it so that I can walk over to the courtyard. But then I'm expecting everything to work off of one door, which always a scary option. No drinks for me, sad face. Alrighty. 17. 4 minus 4 is 0. Times 13 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Times by 18 is 18. Divided by 9 is 2. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Squared is 16. There we go. 2 keys for me. I'm feeling lucky. Whoop-de-doo. And yeah, we take bedroom here because that curls it away from the door that we've already got. Let's see here. Anything at all? I mean, just some money for me. Alright. I want to curl us up if possible. We've already kind of wasted a lot of nursery's effect. I'd rather take the pantry right now and just continue the drive upwards. Hell yeah. Alrighty, conference room. This is very good because it also spreads us out, which is important. That's what I'd like to do. Alright, anything? I mean, nothing here innately, obviously, because we haven't received any spread yet. Let's do the spare green room here. Continue that line on up. And then what can I do over here? I mean, kennel, we do have a shovel. Kennel is pretty good today because we have shovel. Also lets us get more centralized. Let's take the kennel path first. Hello, puppies. Hello, you're so cute. Alright, dig. It's a rock, but that's open now for us. And yeah, I think we take hallway here, just because it shifts us back upwards. Yoink. Alright, let's see here. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. Aha, extra key. Alright, and what can I get for this? That looks like breakfast nook for me. It will come that way in a moment. And what about you? You want... If library was facing the other way, I would do it because we have a bunch of money and I would like to start buying books soon. Let's take the boudoir. And I will come back for it and go this way in a minute. Bacon and eggs. A key and a coin and a magne glass. Let's go if I can get a study today. I think I know how, or I think I know one more safe, you know. Chapel's fine. We've got so much stuff that chapel's just not even remotely a problem for me. Oh, hey, look, 1 coin for the price of 2, or 2 coins for the price of 1. Let's open this tide right here for a minute. And we'll do a morning room just because I want to get some gems and I want to, you know, continue as many paths as possible. This workshop is pretty good here. Yoink, we got a battery pack in there. I will go clean that in a minute. Let me go check around in here. There's a nice little coupon book. Hell yeah. Nothing else. Okay. Forward. You know what? We can do a code check and just come back here and save an item for a later day. Or, yeah, let's do a code check and just save an item for a later day. I'll remember to come back here and dump something in here. Alright. So, to the boudoir, I guess, then. Following that. Seeing as we've still got some paths to finish up. Yoink. Yoink. And let's go here. Redraw. Gosh, I had a lot of 6s up there. Redraw that again because that's not helpful. This is a forced corner for us, so that's nice. We could at least do that. And we'll also get an antechamber lever, which is good and helpful. So that is something I can do. I mean, I thought we would get an antechamber lever. I'm like, I count 1, 2, and plus the door that I came in from. Oof. I guess I've been miscounting how that one works. Alright. This one is dining room, yeah. Let's do that. Yoink. Enjoy a lunch. And then... Oh, I should have made that a corner. My bad. This can be a storeroom, or I can reroll. In fact, you know what? Let's do a reroll. We'll take the No, we don't need the utility closet. We don't need the utility closet right now. Let's do planetarium. Well, planetarium gives me an apple right now. I don't want to call it a day in the planetarium is the thing, because right now we're targeting specific rooms for pulling outside. Reroll. Okay, fine. I'm going all in. We have enough money, I think I can buy something out of this, but it's really a waste of a T-piece. Let's do it. God, why do I have so many 6s today? Why is today the day of me get 6s? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Permanent addition to the walk-in closet, and I do not have the 110 for that. That one's coming soon. Yeah, that'll be something. Okay, so t-shirt added. Yippee. Let's continue over here. 'Cause I need to keep on trying. Well, I mean, look, if it wasn't going to be a waste of stuff, I would, but it would just be a waste of stuff, so we're doing this. Yeah. What to do? Oh yeah, free turnip. Anything else? Nope. Okay, cool. Conference room has all the stuff if we ever want to make it back over there. You know what? We can do casino because we have a decent amount of money, and now's a good time to spend said money. There's the money. I'm blind. Alright, what we got today? Wager. I do not have the 100. Yeah, let's just wager the 20 and hope and pray that I get lucky. And it's 4 keys. Okay. Not half bad, not half bad. I could have, you know, wished for something a little bit more, but, you know, still nice. Let's go with secret passage, just so we're forcing the day to continue. And then I kind of want something that bends upward. And I am... Ooh, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I think Halls of Holly is the one that we have to take here. Because thinking about it, okay, Green Thumb will get us probably a lot of wasted room. Actually, you know what? It's probably worth it because they have the most doors. Let's do it. We'll just do green, and that way I can force it to go up or whatnot. Yep. Cloister got its cost bypass. That is the perfect thing we want from Cloister, is to get its cost bypass because it costs a lot. Doors unlocked. Key. And another random old shoe. Like, I'm kind of hopeful that we can find some stuff soon. I mean, obviously, okay, so we're gonna take the library here because, again, I'm hoping for the room. Also, we've got Realm and Rune, the important... This book was graciously given by Simon P. Jones. Oh, that's nice. Sick. Hell yeah. Love that. Okay. Alright, let's get a reading. Realm and Rune, Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor R. Willard. When the scholars of the First Era found any hidden things, either of a national source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of the realm might not be... They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Oh, that actually does matter. Okay, that was the wording. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography that realm's royal art. God, I can word right now. How is the image of the leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of the kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells the story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the rays, or the moats, and the border. The core. Oh, wow. Okay. It's as if this is time to just freely check your realms and sigils, I guess. Yeah, let's see here. Orange is Kararika, which is the heart. It doesn't tell me Vera, but I was correct on Araja, I was correct on Archeries, correct on Fen, correct on Arinda. Yeah, no. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil might tell us a history behind the name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't know the place we are describing. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several different things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in the realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that may have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports, the 8 rays on those sigils resemble the directions on a compass. Roads, streets, carriages, the 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. Horseback, train system, aviation, camels, and turtleback. Interesting. That's a weird one. Weather, the style of ray. Identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil will show us that the weather of the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. Straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. Rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, jagged lightning is used. Ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under high winds. Moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of these moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, agricultural, martial, metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, and poetic. I'm sure we have one for each one of them, basically. Within each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Oh, okay, I can figure this out right now, basically. So white is our missing color then. Yeah, because we haven't done that yet. And that goes to Morajai then. So yellow, we know is, has got the jagged, border. Araja is purple, or violet, I guess, has the weird, line thing. Orange is Kararika, which is triangles repeated. Pink is Vera, which is the zigzag. We've already done black and red for Arinda and Fen Aries. Green is just slashes. And white is circle, 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 circle. Awesome. So that is a border that we have all the borders now, basically, because that just tells us outright the borders. Putting it all together by studying the core, rays, moats, and border of a sigil, you should be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Fen Aries, the grand realm, transportation of road or carriage. It's got foggy weather, it's a militaristic society, and a red banner. Interesting. Okay, so that's something that we can do today, is I can start trying to figure out those now that I've finally gotten that. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get the bookshop. Thank you for also being here, Dovecoat, to allow for that to happen. Yeah, we're taking bookshop. Because I think today we can buy something. History of Arindia. Curse of Black Bridge that we can do. Let's do History of Arindia, and I will accept that if I can get one of these, I will buy one of these, but that one's a big one, so I know that we wanted that one because the first edition book is rare enough that it's important, that we want it. Wow, this sucks, actually. I mean, we can do the clock tower real quick, I guess. The other thing, I need to go find the bookshop and mark that I've bought it. Bought History of Arindia, so give me a second. Yeah, and let's just take clock tower. I mean, it's annoying that we're not gonna be able to access 2 doors of the antechamber today, especially when, like, I really want to get the antechamber outside. But okay. Are you ready? Oh! Wait a minute, that tells me the moat. Oh my god, that tells me the moat of that one. That's a Raja's moat. Hang on, wait a minute. I was like, this is important because this also tells us stuff. Yeah, that's a Raja's moat. And we also know, I believe a Raja is a desert. Anyways, alright, there we go. Let's go run across the house real quick. Because we kind of need to, and hopefully I can get something out of it. Right, to the foundation. That's our best option. Crap, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I mean, look, at least the nicety of this is this is rewarding me with just extra free steps for this. Like, this is a bunch of extra free steps for us, which is what really matters. To the foundation. I don't have the time for this. Use, yoink, and terrace. That at least gets us something out of it. Walk in here. Coins, and a nice free gem for us, which now it doesn't matter. We've gotten free gems on all of these now. So I guess we're making a trip into... Ooh, broken lever. I guess we're making a trip to the Sanctum today because I'm betting I can kind of figure out a Raja today, I'm betting. Seeing as we're almost there, you know. Alright, boiler room is just good here, I guess. We still haven't done, courtyard. We probably should soon. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do boiler room. Any dig spots today? 1. That's nice. Free door unlocks. Alrighty. Let's go. Flip you. Activates. We'll send it that way first because that's the way we're gonna go. See if I can't get anything. And dark room for free just because I can. Why not? And it's got power. I said it's got power. I thought that this would keep the lights on, you know, because power's moving through it, but okay, fine then. Flip that because apparently it sucks. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, the attic. You know, I haven't done the attic. The problem is that means that we are guaranteeing I'm not able to walk outside. Do I want that? Do I want that? Not really. Not really. Especially because, like, I'd like to still try and see if I can... Oh. Guess who can't do anything anyways? I'm not able to walk outside anyways, because guess who doesn't have gems? Me! It's a toilet. Yippee. Alright, I guess let's go walk there. I guess tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and see what happens if I throw the... we can do the entry hall out there. See if that gives us anything. Or what else I can do is I can try the... Cloister also would be valid because it's a 4-room that, you know, helps out with that type of stuff. I get the feeling that that's an important one. Regardless, I mean, we kind of speed ran today, and I kind of think I'm like, you know, might as well, we might be able to do a second day with this at this rate. Alright, let's take the battery pack, shovel... And this is the jackhammer. I haven't used this one yet, so let's make it. I'm betting this is just a better shovel overall. Jackhammer, more effective than the shovel at excavation. Digs deeper and finds better items. Yeah, that's pretty good. Magni and... Do I have anything? Nope. Metal detector. Burning glass... Guys, remember a few days ago when I said I wanted to be able to light some things on fire? In the trading post? If this does what I think it does, today's just got a lot longer. Ow! Trophy of Invention for creating all 8 contraptions. Ow! Sick. I've made all the contraptions. This does not look like it should work. Can light candles and ignite fuses. Yeah, that does exactly what I think it does. That does exactly what I would have thought it does. So I think the salt just does nothing. So where do we have candles? Oh, you know what? We do still have something of use off of the dark room. It doesn't matter that it's going to be, you know, effectively a dead-end room. We should still draft off of it anyways. So why not, you know? Let's do it. We'll put this in. Maybe it's, oh, how nice. It's you. Doop-de-woo. If only I had a telescope for in here. Okay, let's go to Courtyard now, seeing as, you know, I missed that. Does the chapel have... Chapel has candles, obviously. Like, what chapel doesn't have candles? Yeah, what chapel doesn't have candles? Oh, it lit up. Can I light? I can't light these. I'm like, I am a pyromaniac. Whoa. Oh my god. Look at him. Keeper of the Tithes, the chapel's resident guardian, tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the coins accumulated from chapel offerings. I will not break you yet. I do not have a use for you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm assuming that this is a one-time access thing, so you have to get the burning glass to be able to break that open. Got it. Where else might have candles? I don't think the library has candles. Does Parlor have candles? I mean, I basically want to go through every single room we have now and be like, do you have a candle? Do you have a candle? Do you have a candle? Yeah, with some of our extra steps we're going to have today, I'm going to make sure that we head to certain spots. Dining room has got to have candles, right? Like, it's got to have candles. I mean, you have candles. You don't let me light them. Okay, now I'm like, I have to find every room with candles. Yeah, you've got candles. And you've got pizza. Sadly not furnace pizza, but, you know, we've got pizza nonetheless. Yummy, yummy. Nope, can't light. It really, okay, it just is like, no. You don't get to light anything. So, there's specific candles, meaning I'm betting Burning Glass has more secrets attached to it, I'm betting, than Jackhammer does. Jackhammer is the more useful tool, but I really am fine with just being able to summon my tools from the abyss, basically, to hope and pray. Hi, puppy. But yeah, hope and pray that I do well. I believe there is a nice set of gems for me here. Yum. Alrighty, and then into here. Whoop-de-doo. Any candle here looking lightable? Who need they candle lit? No one? Fine. Sad. Oh, hello. I didn't even notice you earlier. I should have been being smarter. That would have gotten me a lot today. Parlor is nothing. This is got nothing. Do we got anything over here? Over here? No, none of those are lightable. None of these are candleable. Candelabrable. Dig. 3 oh my god. Whoa, okay. A rock. I mean, fair enough, you know. Alright, we kind of want a... Well, I guess we're taking pool. Oh yeah, it is emptied. Nice. Yeah, we can take. Nice, 3 gems. Ooh! Compass and a treasure map. It's been a while since I've gotten one of you. Where are you guys at? You are at the... I think that's the workshop. Yeah, that is the workshop right there. Head to the workshop then, and we will go open that up in a minute. Alrighty. Of course I'll do everything else that I wanted to do first. Passageway, because why not, you know? Keeps the day going. Security keeps the day going again. And finally, I mean, there was like there's no reason to even mess with that right now. Finally, you know what? The garage actually has a use here because it gets me outside quicker. From here. So, you know what? Let's do the garage. I don't think... Oh, yeah, you know what? The garage is not opened. That's right. Garage not open. Herbidur. Herbidur. Playing too fast. Too fast, too good. Going noom. Going noom. All over the place. Alrighty. Let's see here. So... I don't think we're going to be able to figure out Treasure Trove just yet, but like that one just seems a bit beyond what I can do. Well, I'm curious what would happen if I try and bring the clock tower up there. I don't know if that's going to be necessary. Again, I think Entrance Hall and Antechamber are 2 that I really want to try and bring out there. Cloister is one I also want to bring out there. Just because that one seems the most unique, or those ones seem to have the most unique options. The other thing, let's head, when we come back inside is when I'll go to the workshop to grab its stuff. But for right now, what I think we should do is I think we should head outside, and I want to try one date outside that I had a thought about while I was working through, or while my editor was editing and we were talking about the episode. And that is Mary's birthday. Maybe that is a day that they consider special enough to, you know, put that in. You know, the other thing, is there a candle in the weird... Yeah, I think there might be a candle in the weird area, over near the main... Let's see here. Can I... Does this do anything? No, it still does nothing. I was like, maybe my new items do something for this. No, nothing. Alright, you. And what is Mary's birthday? Give me a moment. Oh yeah, that's right. We also need to make it down for the sigil today, and I still want to try that. Right. Alright, let's try January 22nd, seeing as that... Nope. No. I'm like, no way it breaks everything. Okay. Well, that was a date that I wanted to try. Let's head to the Sanctum now. I'll see you guys in a moment, because I think we can... I think we might be able to solve some, honestly. Oh, wait, no. I wanted to go to the path over here real quick, because I want to see if I can light some things anywhere around here, because here is where I'm betting some things can be lit. Still need to figure out the other two of you. Do you need this? Do you need this? No, you don't. We've been down over there. That's where the underpass is. In here, I think there might be something I can light, maybe? Using... Yeah, there's torches. Haha! Oh! The tunnel! Yeah. Foreman's log 621, date of 6/18/1918. The complete manifest for all the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. Ah, that's what this is. This is the original access tunnel. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew is left, but I suspect that they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of the site, but now I'm not so sure. Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. God, that's a lot. That is a lot to make my way through. Okay. But hey, that is something that we have gotten now. So that's sick. We've earned something today, at least, is a tunnel. That actually is quick access to the Foundation if I had the key card. I do not, so we do not have the quickened access. Let's head... let's just head to the Foundation now. And see, you know what? Hang on, let's spend the key just to confirm that I can't open the treasure trove here with just a basic key. It's worth it, I think, in the end to do this, so why not, you know? Okay, that was worthwhile, and this is blockaded off, so, okay. Alright. Do they have the bridge in? Or does that wait until... That waits until I have the garage door open. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just head to the Foundation now anyways. You know, I could see if you can move... Or, like, if I pick up the Foundation and do it. That would be funny. Let's see here. We want to head down the corridor path. That's right. Down this way. Down this way. Over this way. And I'll see you guys in a minute when we're downstairs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. You know, I'm actually hopeful that I'm able to make it back up here today. I'm kind of a bit concerned. I mean, I should be able to, but yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to dig that treasure map up. Let's go do that real quick. Actually, I have enough steps and I'm intending on coming back here. Never mind. Let's just head to the sanctum and make sure that we get that handled. Alrighty, come here, come here. I go. Kick down the door. Kick down the door. Kick down the door. Right. I'm like, where am I going? Right, through here. Alrighty, so one of the things that I would like to mention is I had a feeling the stamps might be useful because they depict the region they're from. I think if I remember correctly, I saw blimps and stuff on there and other things. Yep, still got 2 left that I don't know. Morjai, this is Kurarka and Vera. So Vera and Kurarka are sadly out of the question right now. But we can do, I believe, Araja and Arch Ares. Araja most likely. I have a feeling maybe we can handle Fen Ares. I would like to, or sorry, Arch Ares. But yeah, let's do Araja first because I think I can actually do this today. So, we know that Araja is purple, meaning it's got that, not that line. It's got, not that one, not that one, that one. Alrighty, and then we also know, we do not know how many lines Araja has. Give me a second, let me see if I can't find an Arajan stamp, if I've used an Arajan stamp. Or if I've seen an Arajan stamp. So, I didn't find the Arajan stamp, but I did confirm Vera's almost entire sigil. Remember back in Lost and Found where we had been there and I took a screenshot of a rock that was sitting on the ground. Editor, if you want to showcase that screenshot right now. This little thing had a bunch of squiggly lines. And it also had the emote of the circle and the dots, which basically that tells us a lot of things. Like I said, I was not able to, however, figure out any of the... Yeah, that's incorrect, obviously. I was not able to find any of the things pertaining to the Arajan stuff. However, I do want to see if I can figure it out from the context clues of the book. Because we didn't have any stamps or anything yet. Damn, I have legitimately found nothing about Araja. I'm assuming based off the name that they might, and I mean they might, have gone Camelback, which, let me check, I'm assuming also deserty, meaning possibly heat. I'm guessing kind of based off of things. Well, pink or Vera is having heat, so like there's a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options here that I have from my book. And if I go based off of that, there is one that duplicates, but that would be Foggy, based off of what we know, because Arinda and Fen Ares are both Foggy. We know that Wavy is Heat and is in Vera. If it is... Oh, that might even tell us that it's because it's deserty. Vera might be Vera, I'm betting, is the... Yeah, Vera is spiritual. It's called... So, Araja is poetic. If I were to bet a place that is poetic is rainy, I'd think pretty on the money with, you know, rainy being the option there. And then what would they use? We already have... So there is also only 7 things, and train and roads are 2 separate things, based off of this. Araja is a sort of, you know... Araja is sort of a... Araja is sort of like open sea. Maybe it's ocean-based? Maybe it's ocean-based, in which case, if that is what it is, then it is ocean, and we just need rain here. That is the wrong thing. I have hit the wrong lines. Crap, I messed up. I want all 8. Please give me all 8. Please give me all 8. I'm the idiot who did this. 8, and there we go. We want Araja, which is still that. And then this one, I'm betting, I mean, it's going to shift. We want, I'm betting it's rain, like I said. So then this, and then this goes in... Well, I went right past it. Come on. Now, why did I hit that? I'm being the idiot today. Oh, okay. It played an extra sound and ate my input. That's fine. And... Okay. So if they're not rainy and naval, the other option... The other option I could assume is that maybe they're aviation and they're not rainy, but rather just like normal sunny. Like, I don't think somebody would use... I mean, Nuance we know for certain is aviation because they use balloons. I'm betting, again, that Vera, based off the heat, is camels, based off of the desert trails. You know what? You know what? I'm betting they're turtleback. I'm betting these guys are turtleback. That would be the... That's the weird one out. That seems poetic. That seems, you know, fancy. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. That is the wrong set. Turtleback is that. Edit these, because I again still believe they're going to be rainy. And then this goes back to this. Nope. Alright, well, I did give a good attempt at this. I'm going to assume, I mean, that's kind of my assumption. Obviously, it's wrong, but we can try a different one. Arch Ares is basically being sold to us as Stormy, and I know for certain that I have Arch Ares stamped. So let's take a look at this and see what I can figure out. Alright, so based off the stamp, Arch Ares is very Stormy. It looks like it's either Metropolitan or Industrial. Can't necessarily identify. Could also be plausibly, could also plausibly be, I doubt agricultural. Could be metropolitan, like I said. I don't think they definitely aren't tribal, or agricultural. I'm gonna guess industrial, based off of the fact that there's 8 moats again. And then we just need Stormy, and, you know, we already know that. The rest of this, so, yeah. Oh, and travel. I didn't guess what travel they'd have. I'm assuming they might be boats, actually. You know what? That would make sense to me. I, of course, have immediately activated the trap zone of, oops, I've clicked the wrong button. Alright, there we go. This, and then this is for them, which is that. And then we just want the moats, which I believe is going to be industrial. Darn it. Okay, metropolitan. Let's try metropolitan. Really? Really? I mean, they even have... So, if it's not metropolitan, and it's not that... I mean, they are horribly stormy. I doubt that they would do, you know, anything other than, like, something simplistic for travel. Well, okay, you know what? Obviously, storm and water doesn't mix. Like, storm and water travel doesn't mix. I should have figured that. Storm and aviation doesn't really mix either, though, is the problem. If I'm doing that, then they're probably roads. Let me look at the stamp again. If I'm looking at that stamp, you know what? I'm betting they are road travel. I'm betting they are road travel. Okay. Cool. Let's do that then. And of course, set this back to where it should be. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's industrial. No, nothing. Damn. Alright, I was kind of hopeful for that. I wish that I had Pink, or I wish that I had Vera available, because Vera I can just solve, practically. I mean, there's only one real bit of current guesswork with Vera. Let's head to Nuance, because that one I have a pretty detailed, stamp of. Alright, so Nuance we know for certain is, we have the green lines. We know for certain, based off of the stamp that we have, of Nuance, that it is a blimp, place. Give me a second. Let me pull it up on my end. Sorry. Let's see here. I went right past it somewhere. Alright, so from what I can see from Nuance is they've got a blimp, and they've got relatively clear skies, basically, from what I can see. If we're following clear skies and blimp, that means they've got unusual or harsh, or they've got a lack of unusual weather, or yeah, lack of unusual or harsh weather, which makes sense. They then would also have the, general blimp, as I have said. So straight lines, the top 5, and then what moats do we think they are? I could go with either agricultural, or industrial, based off the fact that they're like one of the few places that has flight, from what we can see. So normal straight lines, we want, well, that's incorrect already. I want normal straight lines. Okay. I want the flight, which is the top 5. There we go. And then I'm betting industrial. Either that or what is that? That is Marshall, which I don't think... Oh, hang on. I don't think they're Marshall. I'm betting industrial. And then what we're missing is the green /////. Really? Really? Maybe it's windy? Maybe it's windy. That might be it. It could be windy, you know. Seeing as they use, like, balloons and stuff, maybe it's windy. That would be interesting. Really? Let's do agricultural real quick, just because I'm curious. Damn. I got nothing today. I thought that this would be at least one of these earned, you know? I mean, all I know is the colors, at least. That helps us a lot, but that still doesn't give me everything we need. And of course, we're still missing 2 of the keys, the vault and King on his throne, wherever those are. It does make me curious if ending down here does anything, but I have high doubts that it does, especially because I'm not considered in a room right now, like over here. God, so today has just been attempts at nothing, practically. I mean, we did get the Realm and Rune book figured, which is good, because I did want to get that. You know, I did just realize there is, like, extra doors over here. Anyways, I guess what we do is we go dig the hole real quick. I go drop the burning glass, in the coat check, just because that way, you know, it's relatively easy to get. And I guess we go end day in the courtyard, just because that's, like, the option, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. Plus, also, I still need to get that workshop thing. Well, I tried. We did get close. Like, I think we're only, like, 1 or 2 things off from a few things, and or from a few of those, and I really, like, here's the thing. I was doing some wild guesswork there. Like, I kind of had the feeling I wasn't going to get, like, I was hopeful I'd get 1 right, maybe with some slight guesswork. But, you know, that was going to be luck if it happened, and I'm not lucky, as we know. I am the opposite of lucky. Alright, here we go. Back upstairs. And let's go open up the treasure, seeing as, you know, like, we know where it is. I just gotta find it on the treasure map. Into here. Where is it? Oh, right somewhere. There. Oh. Come on. Treasure map. Looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Where? Oh, right there. I'm like, where? Where do I dig? Coffers, and it's a bunch of money. Well, that's nice. I mean, we've earned a crap ton. I could do some wiggle waggles, try and see if I can't earn or put some extra money in the chapel. But we sadly, I don't think have the money for that, or the time, I should say, for it. Because I'm going to go in here. We're going to dump in the burning glass. Right? Yep. Okay, cool. And then let's go end the day in the entry hall. See if I can't earn anything special by doing that. Assuming I can make it there. Yeah, I can make it there. We're definitely gonna be, like, just barely making it in. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have the bedroom. Yeah, we would have been on one step remains when I got here. Let's end it a day right here. All right. I don't think this will have any drafting requirements, so I think I can just start this tomorrow. Garden Shopping Center of tomorrow. That's cool. Amazing. Alrighty, well, with that, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Kinda meh run today, but we did get a lot of stuff done, and we did figure out some important stuff, so, you know, that actually is important. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. Whoop-dee-doo.